I've been searching for some short games to play lately, some short My Little Pony Friendship is Magic fan games. It's largely because I don't like how long my videos have been for some time now. I had Elements of Harmony. That was not unexpected that my videos all had to be long, especially towards the end with all those bosses. But now I'm playing Metal Investigations and Doli Incapax, and that still makes my videos half an hour long, and I don't like that. What I'm trying to say is that I don't like flooding your inboxes with such long games, especially considering I'm uploading them at 6 o'clock. I wish they were back at like maximum 15 minutes. Pikmin 2, it's probably going to be a bit better once I get to that, but even so, it's still the longest Pikmin game. Anyway, welcome back to My Little Investigations True Blue Scootaloo case. I've updated to version 1.0.9, and now I can skip dialogue, unseen dialogue. I am not going to do that though, because I believe skipping the unseen dialogue actually stops the voice sound effect. So, but it is something that you can do. Something you can do right here, skipping the unseen dialogue in the latest version. It was actually something that was added on version 1.0.1. Also, people voted that I keep the tutorials on because there's only a few left. Fair enough. Gonna go to save one. Back here. Someone requested I do something with Sweetie Belle, but I don't know where she is, so that's gonna have to wait. Can talk to another pony right here. Let's go. Hoover Sweeps.
Are you cleaning a dirt road?
No, I'm giving it a massage because it has cracks.
I just meant it was kind of odd.
Says the guy who hired me to do this. He wanted every surface around his house free of dirt and dust, including the road.
That pony must really dislike dirt.
And I've been out here for the past 5 hours. Every time it starts looking clean, a breeze or a crowd comes by, forcing me to start all over.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that.
Don't be. It's paid by the hour.
Fair enough. I'm guessing these NPCs that are all just around are just like basically for you to talk to them. I'm not sure if they'll ever come up again. That's fair enough though. Just put in some NPCs that are sort of interesting around here.
To Sweet Apple Acres.
I don't mind that.
I don't have any business there. Focus, Twilight.
Come on, Twilight. Why not go to some other places? Forget about the investigation. Forget about the case. And forget about Scootaloo. Anyway, what I have to do now is probably go back to Rarity. You know, and to talk to her about last night. And I'm pretty sure that's where the original demo ended. I haven't checked, honestly, even though I still have it. Yeah, I have to present evidence. Apple Bloom's testimony, I think.
Thank you, darling.
Except not really. Alright, that's bizarre. I can't do anything with Rarity. I'm kind of surprised. Something else was stolen, but I don't think I have the evidence for it.
You know, Apple Bloom, I never did ask you about that substantial gift you gave Cheerily for Hearts and Hopes Day. I heard that was Sweetie Belle's idea?
Uh-huh. She brought us all kinds of materials, because we knew we had to make a heart for Shirley that was as big as hers.
Where did you get all the supplies for something that size anyway?
I don't know. You'd have to ask Sweetie Belle on that one. We did have one, slight mishap, though. At one point, we got a little carried away with the glue and, kinda ended up as one big sticky mess. That was quite a trick to get out of.
You three kinda get stuck together an awful lot, don't you?
Hey, yeah! Now that you mention it, we do! I guess good friends really do stick together. Plus, now we totally know what our Nightmare Night costume is gonna be this year.
I'm gonna go ahead and not imagine that.
Well, that's what happens when you present Apple Bloom with Sweetie Belle's portrait. Someone requested I do that? Oh, actually no, someone requested I present Sweetie Belle's portrait to Sweetie Belle. I mentioned that earlier. I don't know what to do right now, surprisingly enough. I kind of lost track. I guess I have to figure out what to do, something to do with Rarity, but still.
What? What?
Well, can't go over there, I don't believe. Can't go through any of those ponies, so the way over there is blocked for arbitrary reasons. There's nothing I can do over here, can't go to Sweet Apple Acres. So what am I supposed to do?
Just a flower bush. Nothing special, really. Although, now that I take a closer look, there's a ball here.
Aha!
A note?
So just checking around is what I had to do. Fair
Sometimes
enough.
a pony just has a plain old ball
Oh.
emergency, and that's why I've set these up. Play around with it as much as you like.
It's a Pinkie Pie thing.
Just make sure you return it here when you're done with it. Wouldn't want some pony to have a ball emergency and not be able to solve it. Okie dokie Loki. Somehow, I get a sense for who put this here.
Well, I do too, Twilight. I do too. It's neat that this game has some optional exploration in it. But I'm trying to figure out what I'm supposed to do here. I don't think I have to go to Rarity and present something to her. I can just present all the evidence and hope something happens anyway.
Why? I've already told you everything I know about that, Twilight. Oh, but while we're talking clothing, why don't I give you some fashion advice? The next season will be here before you know it, and one must always look one's best when it arrives. Let me just grab a selection from my brand new fashion line and...
Rarity, there's a little thing that I'm kind of in the middle of at the moment.
Oh, right. But we must talk about this when you're done, Twilight.
Note to self. Find longer-term excuse before finding the true blue. Rarity, I hate to say it, but I don't think you're telling me the whole truth here.
Oh, so I'm supposed to present Scootaloo's portrait, surprisingly enough.
Why, darling, whatever do you mean? I dare say I resent your accusation, my dear.
Alright then, let's look at this a different way. How quickly did you come downstairs after you thought something was wrong?
Immediately, of course, but I don't see what relevance that has to anything.
I don't have all the answers here, but neither does Rarity. Maybe I can get her to talk, if I make it seem like I know more than I really do. Rarity, I spoke to Applebloom earlier and learned that she witnessed Scootaloo crashing through your window last night. I also learned that Scootaloo stayed for roughly a minute before leaving the boutique. Now, if you came downstairs immediately after hearing the crash, don't you think you might have seen something?
I mean, that is... I suppose you do have a point.
Thanks, Celestia. It worked.
Yep, just tricking Rarity. Just tricking your friend, Twilight.
You are correct, Twilight. I did see Scootaloo last night. I did not know what to make of it, and meant to protect her. I do apologize for not being forthright about it.
I understand, Rarity. But if that investigation team from Canterlot comes here and finds any of that out, what do you think their conclusion is going to be?
You do have a point, I must say.
All right, time to get to the bottom of this.
And now I have to interrogate Rarity.
All right, Rarity. Please tell me everything you know about what you saw last night. I can't help if I don't have all the details.
Of course, Twilight. I shall do my best. I finished my work for yesterday earlier than expected.
Oh, I guess
so
this
I
interrogation is
wanted
just
to
like I have to
sleep.
press for info every time.
Somewhat deprived, given that a certain client had made several last-minute orders.
Okay, I'm just gonna press for info every time then.
Which certain client was this, out of curiosity?
Who else but Sapphire Shores? She gives me such good business. But I don't want to gossip, of course, but my goodness, does that man love jewels, Twilight? Although, I suppose her request was what got me searching for gems, which was what caused me to find True Blue in the first place. It wasn't so bad, all things told. Well, as soon as I get True Blue back, that is. Hint, hint.
Right, so anyway, you had just gone to sleep?
I had finally fallen into a blissful, restful sleep when, all of a sudden, I awoke to the sound of a loud crash coming from the first floor.
I think the music is a bit loud. Like it's going over the voices. I think I'll adjust in the options menu the voice, how loud it is,
Just a minute.
as well as the music.
What kind of crash are we talking about, exactly?
The kind of crash crash that a window makes when it gets broken. Honestly, Twilight, I dare say I needn't spell this one out for you.
Right. So, what did you do when you heard this crash?
Well, I was just scared out of my wits at that moment, so I made great haste downstairs to see what in Celestia's name was going on.
Just a minute. If there were potentially dangerous thieves in your home, why would you have gone downstairs so quickly? Weren't you worried for your safety?
I suppose that I did not even consider the possibility that I might have been in danger, now that you mention it. But really, Twilight, that's rather beside the point, is it not? What I found there was awful, terrible, horrible! The first floor of my boutique, ransacked, ruined, torn apart! Oh, what is a man to do?
Just a minute. Wow, you seem pretty upset. I'm sorry.
Of course I'm upset! All that time put into organization and sorting and everything like that. Ruined! Just ruined! Now I'm going to have to put all that work into sorting the first floor all over again.
That's what has her upset? I know I can be a bit obsessive about organization, but sheesh.
Worse still, True Blue, my prized jewel, was gone! Snatched from my very home! And worst of all, the very first thing I saw when I arrived was an orange and purple pony darting out my door.
Just a minute. Rarity, this is incredibly important. Please tell me exactly what it was you saw here. Was there any chance, any at all, that what you saw wasn't Scootaloo?
Well, I'm afraid that it all went by so fast that I didn't get a very good look. I had to turn on the lights before I could see anything at all. And by that time, it had very nearly left. All I can say is that it was definitely something moving. And that I clearly saw the colors orange and purple.
But what about her cape? You didn't see that at all?
All I saw was her backside. Perhaps the cape had gotten wrapped around her front when she crashed through the window. I don't know, Twilight. If that does not describe Scootaloo, then who would it describe?
Is she really the only pony who fits that description? Think, Twilight, think!
And if that was Scootaloo that I saw, then, well, I cannot explain what I saw any other way than to say that a Scootaloo purposely broke into my boutique to steal True Blue. What other explanation could there be?
Just a minute. Is that really the only interpretation there is for what happened?
I'm afraid I can't think of any other, Twilight. I do truly apologize. Surely you can see why I kept this from you, Twilight. This isn't Scootaloo at all. Yet, there she was.
I know this can't be right. It just can't. But is there anything wrong with what she's saying?
I finished my work for yesterday.
Oh, so I do have to present evidence at the end right there.
Worse?
Well, nothing to lose if I present Apple Bloom's testimony. Except that's
Rarity,
not what I'm supposed to
what
do.
you said contradicts this bit of evidence.
No. I don't believe it does, Twilight.
Oh, my mistake. Wait a second.
Ah, it's that.
Rarity, I know that this is going to sound entirely irrelevant, but I think I have a lead on what might have happened to Opalescence. At least, if not True Blue.
Oh, do tell, darling! Although I do admit that I must agree, in that I can't see how this is relevant to what we're discussing here.
I found some white hair right near the tracks outside the window. And judging from their length and color,
Twilight forgot to say tire for some reason. But yeah, script changes do happen. Like voice actors might have a different script to read than what's going to be written in the final game.
I don't think there's anyone else they could have come from other than Opalescence. As a result, I think we can reasonably conclude that if those tire marks are from Scootaloo, then it's entirely likely that she crashed through your window completely by accident, not purposefully. She was probably trying to avoid crashing into Opal, which may well have spooked Opal into running away.
Really? But then, that makes things all the more peculiar. Because it is still the fact that she must have stolen True Blue, no?
Let me ask a very important question. before answering that.
You locked your door each night? I'm gonna say, yeah. Do you lock your door each night?
Do you, by any chance, keep your door locked when you go to sleep at night?
Oh, but I probably should have chosen the wrong answer, you know, to see what kind of funny dialogue might have happened.
Why, yes, of course I do. But I don't see what that has to do with anything.
One follow-up question then. Do you also bring an opal from outside when you go to bed?
Of course! The poor dear, I couldn't leave her to fend for herself at night.
Then I think we've established something even more important than the accidental break-in.
Twilight, I must ask that you be more direct, as I am not following one word you're saying.
All right, let's think about the facts of the case thus far. We know that you heard a crash and came downstairs to see Scootaloo quickly leaving your boutique. We can reasonably conclude that she probably was responsible for the broken window. However, we also know that the broken window was likely an accident, and that she had veered off course with her scooter because she was avoiding Opal, who was immediately in front of her path. You just told me, though, that you bring in Opal and lock your door at night. So that raises perhaps the most interesting question of all here. Namely, what was Opal doing outside in the first place?
But she would have gotten out when Scootaloo opened the door, would she not?
That's not possible. Think about it. When was it that she veered to avoid Opal?
Right before she crashed through the window.
Come on, Rarity, you're smarter than that. But yeah, it's always gonna be convenient like that in plots that are Ace Attorney-ish.
I trust you're beginning to see my point.
Characters only seeing your point after you figure it out.
If indeed your door had been locked and had remained that way until Scootaloo left, there would have been no way Opal would have been outside in the first place.
It's mostly aggravating when there's another character that tries to hint to you the answer, but doesn't tell you outright, so you have to figure it out anyway. It's like, why bother?
But that would mean that some pony else was in my boutique as well?
Exactly. I think we can reasonably conclude at this point that there at least is the possibility that someone else had entered your boutique before Scootaloo, and that they're the ones who opened the door so that Opal could get out.
They? Come on. We don't know that there's multiple of them.
The question now, though, is who that would be. And that's just what I'm going
Although,
to find out.
I guess they does work for, individuals. Like, when you're referring to an unknown, they refers to both an individual or multiple individuals.
Well, good luck with that.
Are you still doubting me after all this, Rarity?
Well, it's just hard to see you as a detective.
Tell me, who was right about Nightmare Moon?
You, darling, but...
And who solved the mystery of the
You again, but I really...
And who recognized that Princess Cadence had been replaced by a fake?
Once again, you, but you see...
So, why does no pony ever listen to me?
Well, I suppose it's that eventually you must be due for getting something wrong. Wouldn't you agree?
I could explain the many reasons that argument doesn't hold any water, but by the time I even got to Bray's theorem, the Canterlot investigative team would have gotten here and convicted Fluttershy of something like running an illegal bear fighting club. Probably best to drop the subject now, while I have the chance. Sure. That, makes sense, I guess. Anyways, I'd best be off. More investigating and such like.
Anyways, again, well, I guess, since she spoke it, it's fine.
Thanks for the help, Rarity.
Anytime, my dear.
Where do I go from here, though? It feels like I've talked to just about every pony.
Imagine
Other than
in the future,
Scootaloo, of course.
Imagine in the future, any times became like a saying. Like Rarity said it before this sentence right here.
Wait, Scootaloo. Scootaloo, that's it! I haven't talked to all the Cutie Mark Crusaders yet. And if Applebloom is involved, then the others probably are as well. Now, if I recall correctly, I can get to their clubhouse via the western exit of the town square. It's worth a shot, at any rate.
Going to Sweet Apple Acres. Alright, and I think that's it for Rarity for this case. Maybe we'll talk to her one more time though. Who knows? It's already been 20 minutes, but whatever. I'm not surprised this entire thing is gonna happen for such a long time.
Huh? Where's Apple Bloom? I guess she had to head out or something.
Oh, Rainbow Dash.
Hey, Twilight, what's up? Get up!
And I just remembered that I forgot to lower the music. Although I suppose that was a sound effect that just played back there.
Sorry. So what you up to, Twilight? You're looking all concentrating and stuff.
Haven't you heard? Rarity's prize jewel was stolen last night. And I'm investigating.
Come on, Twilight. Are you sure she didn't just misplace it? And then search high, and then search low, and high and low.
Rainbow Dash, this is serious! Her window was broken in the middle of the night, and the mayor has enlisted the help of a certain investigative team from Canterlot to handle this case.
Did you say the investigation team from Canterlot? You didn't mean the one that tried to drag Derpy on charges of Grand Theft Muffin, right?
That's the one.
You gotta do something, Twilight! They're gonna ruin everything! Again!
I know, Rainbow Dash, I know. But, say, while you're here, I could ask you some questions.
Me? But I don't...
It's for Rarity, Rainbow Dash.
Fine. Whatever.
I forgot to comment about Rainbow Dash's voice. It's pretty nice. It's not exactly the same, but it's spot on. It's like, it feels like Rainbow Dash. Is the crowd still there? Blocking my way? Yes, it is. Ah, well. I don't think Applejack is actually going to appear at all in this case. Because I looked up on the website of Equestrian Dreamers, and they're like saying they're working on case 2, but it's been like 6 months since their last update, so who knows if they're still working on that. Anyway, just going to lower the background music a bit more and increase the voice a bit more as well. Sometimes I say the opposite of what I mean. Pretty sure lots of people do that very often, in fact. Let's talk to Rainbow Dash.
Well, I guess my biggest question is if you know anything about Scootaloo. Have you seen her lately? Or done anything with her?
I thought it was Rarity who was stolen from. Why are you asking about Scootaloo?
You didn't know? Scootaloo's the prime suspect for the crime.
She's what?
I'm sure she's innocent, but if you know anything about what's going on with her at all, it'd be a big help. I know she trusts you a lot, so...
Well, no. Can't say I've seen her in, a long time.
Weren't you about to say something?
Me? Nope. Don't know what you're talking about, Twilight.
I have a feeling that unless I present her with something that proves she's recently interacted with Scootaloo, I'm probably not going to get anywhere here.
Okay, so we need some new evidence before convincing Rainbow Dash that we know she interacted with Scootaloo recently. Still probably can't go down here, I bet.
Where am I?
Nope. I probably will eventually, though. As well as probably have to go up here as well. As well. And there's Sweetie Belle.
Right. It looks like at least one Crusader is here. I don't know where Apple Bloom or our little suspect are at the moment, but maybe I can get some information from Sweetie Belle all the same. Hey, Sweetie Belle.
Twilight! Hi! I haven't seen you at our clubhouse in, ever!
Now that I'm listening to Sweetie Belle again, it doesn't sound anything like her show self. That's unfortunate. It still sounds decent, but Sweetie Belle is like one of my favorite voices from the show.
Oh, I just thought I'd stop by. How's it going with you three? Have you done any awesome crusading lately?
Oh! Well, no. We're on break.
I'm getting the sense they rehearsed that line. All right, but I really need to ask about... That came from the clubhouse. What's going on in there?
Oh, that's just Apple Bloom. Doing something. Something that does not involve Scootaloo.
Right, of course. All right. Well, I just have a few questions.
Don't know why there's a fade out and fade in right there. Also, I can interact with this thing if I really want to. Probably will, in fact. But first things
Sweetie
first.
Belle, I happened to see you talking to Apple Bloom earlier in the town square. I was wondering what you two were talking about. Crusader business, perhaps?
Oh, well, yeah. I guess you could call it that. As a matter of fact, that's a great thing to call it.
And please tell me that's not all you have to say about it.
Pretty much is.
Ugh.
I mean, there isn't really that much more to tell. School has been kind of down.
Well, yes. I'd imagine she has been.
No! I mean, extra down. See, she kind of lost something of hers, and it was pretty important to her. She made me promise not to tell any pony. Oops.
Oh boy.
Was there anything I picked up that might fit that bill? She
It's probably her
lost
scooter.
it when she crashed through the window, whatever it was.
Or maybe it's a star.
I should present it to Sweetie Belle, see if she'll talk any further.
I could talk about the clubhouse first. But first, someone requested that I show Sweetie Belle her portrait. So let's do that.
Oh, hey, that's me! The official second in command of the Cutie Mark Crusaders!
Wait, second in command? Don't you think of yourself as leadership material?
Oh my, no! If I were in charge of that, I couldn't come up with our theme song.
Wait. You have a theme song?
Uh-huh. Say, you could use a theme song too! Want me to make one for you? You can't investigate properly without one, you know.
Wait. I don't think I need a...
Twilight Sparkle, best detective in the world. Twilight Sparkle stops bad guys with her logic. So many clues to find around, confronting ponies with the truth until they break down and confess the truth will finally come to light.
8 out of 10.
On second thought, maybe I could use one.
Yay! That'll be 400 bits, plus 20% royalties every time it's used.
Wait, what?
Well, I can't do this for free, you know.
Right. Of course. I take it Apple Bloom's entrepreneurial spirit has rubbed off on her.
Now let's talk about the clubhouse.
So, about the noise in the clubhouse. I don't suppose I could go in and have a look?
Sorry, Twilight, but the clubhouse is for official Crusader business only. No adult ponies allowed. Except Applejack, sometimes, since she owns the farm and everything.
Ugh, these fillies, I swear. I don't think I'm getting anywhere right now, though.
Alright, the clubhouse is the locked subject. Or topic, rather. I want to go and check out the places around here, though. And for some reason... Okay, I was trying to make Twilight run, but she wasn't doing that for some reason. Not much to search around here. In fact, I don't think I can go to Sweet Apple Acres itself here. I think we're just strictly limited to the clubhouse. In fact, I don't expect there's going to be lots of areas in this case. Probably... I'm not going to guess, but there's probably not going to be, like, the entirety of Ponyville available.
I have to say, Applejack did an awfully good job in this clubhouse, and Apple Bloom fixed it up very nicely. Reminds me of the days when I was a little filly. I wasn't good with wood, of course, but I was good with books. Some of my best memories as a filly were when I was making book forts out of the books from my parents' private library. I remember I cleaned out the entire nutrition section once and made a huge fort in front of the fridge in the kitchen. It covered the whole fridge door from top to bottom. That was probably my finest moment as a young filly. Although, perplexingly, Shining Armor didn't really seem to like it so much when he went for a midnight snack that day. I swear, some ponies just don't appreciate good literature.
Twilight, why was that your finest moment? Wasn't like becoming Celestia's student your finest moment or something like that? Still.
This swing has always confused me every time I look at it. The design is really weird, to say the least, and not exactly what I'd call practical for ponies. And another thing. As far as I can tell, it violates basic physical laws. When ponies are swinging on these things, there's, well, no upward force at all that would counteract the always present force of gravity to keep the pony aloft. I'll need to preserve the scene just so, in order to study this in great detail next time I have the opportunity. I have to solve this mystery.
Well, that wasn't what I was expecting. I was expecting to pull on it for some reason. Still, it doesn't. It probably would like just break the branch or something like that. Anyway, Sweetie Belle, talk to me.
Hey, Sweetie Belle, is this what Scootaloo lost by any chance?
Oh, hey! That's it! I mean, that's part of it!
Part of it? What is it?
I don't actually know. But I do know it was super duper important to her. It's got this ribbon attachment too. And a short while ago, Scootaloo came to school wearing it, and she looked really proud of it. Unfortunately, that kind of also caught the attention of Diamond Tiara and Silver Spoon, who grabbed it from her and started teasing her with it. Normally, Scootaloo just gets annoyed at that sort of thing, but that time, I don't think I've ever seen her that upset before. After I helped Applebloom get it back for her, she didn't really want to talk much about it. But she did say something about getting it from Rainbow Dash. We do have the second half of it, though. Just give me 1 second.
Am I gonna get your testimony too, Sweetie Belle? Cause I could use that testimony on Rainbow Dash.
Here, let me fix it. Scootaloo's gonna be so excited to get it back. Thanks, Twilight.
Oh, actually, I kinda still need it. It's super important, and it's for Scootaloo. Do you think I could hold on to it for just a teensy bit longer?
Oh, okay. But try to get it back to her before too much longer. She really wanted it back.
I will. Don't worry. Thanks, Sweetie Belle. You've been a big help. All right, Rainbow Dash. You're up.
Oh, now I have to go to Rainbow Dash before talking about the clubhouse. Fair enough. That's why clubhouse wasn't initially locked. This game is very linear, but that's the whole shtick about Ace Attorney games anyway. I might stop soon. It's been over half an hour, and I really don't want these videos to be too long. I keep saying that every time, but still.
Rainbow Dash, I know you aren't being truthful with me.
What are you talking about, Twilight? 100% truthful, right here.
No! You are 100% lying. I already heard from Sweetie Belle that you not only know what this is, but also gave it to Scootaloo a short while ago. Ring any bells?
Nope. Never seen that before in my life. Sorry, Twilight. Don't know what Sweetie Belle's talking about. These fillies these days. Am I right?
Rainbow Dash, let me put it this way. This was found at the crime scene. It belongs to Scootaloo. That's all I know, and that's all the investigators from Canterlot are going to know too. Is that what you want to happen? Please, Rainbow Dash, you know something. I need to know what that is if I'm going to have any hope of clearing Scootaloo's name here. Element of loyalty? You know that thing you are that's supposed to make you stick by your friends and trust them?
All right. I'll talk. Jeez, I feel like I'm in a mystery novel or something.
Scootaloo's whereabouts. I want to mention though, why is Rainbow Dash just standing in place? She should be like flying in circles or something. Like that'd be more like her. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, let's talk.
Yeah.
Was that necessary?
I gave her that ribbon. It was about, I don't know, a week or so ago.
Oh, I'm guessing it's supposed to be like more dramatic here. Okay, fair enough.
I was near the field by the school on weather duty, and Scootaloo was there too. I didn't think much of it since she was there a lot. It's a nice open area to practice flying. I should know. I practiced there a lot too. Anyways, this time was different. I had already said hi to her and she didn't say anything. So I flew in closer to see what was going on. Hey, Squirt, why are you looking all down? You didn't stub your hoof or anything, did ya?
Oh, Rainbow Dash.
Hey, what's up? You're all... I've been out here every single day because the other ponies at school make fun of me. Because I'm a Pegasus who can't fly. And I really, really want to fly. But I just can't. And I don't know how. and I can't tell Apple Bloom or Sweetie Belle about it. Because they might laugh at me too. Because they're all good at stuff. I'm not good at stuff. And I don't know what to do. How come I'm the only pony who can't do what she's supposed to be able to do, huh? It's not fair. I mean, sure, she gets down sometimes, but I've never seen her like this, Twilight. I didn't know what to do. Whoa. Slow down there, Squirt. What are you... And you're so awesome, and I want to be just like you. But I'm not awesome, and I never will be. Because when you were my age, you already got your cutie mark and helped every pony else. And I haven't done anything. Scootaloo, stop. You don't know what you're talking about, kid. Huh? Alright, look. Wait right here, kid. I mean it. I'll be right back. I didn't know what in the hoof else to do, so I went back to my home, and then came straight back. And then, well... Here, Squirt, take it. What's this? Ribbon? Not just any ribbon, Squirt. The ribbon. The ribbon? Ugh, yes, the ribbon. The one and only ribbon I got for winning the race where I got my cutie mark.
Wait, you just gave it to her?
Well, what else was I supposed to do? I've never seen her that upset, Twilight. I'm not good with fillies. Whoa. And I can have this? On one condition, Squirt. You gotta treat it right. There's a story behind that ribbon, you know. That's not just a ribbon. It represents drive. It represents guts. It represents a don't give upness that every pony should have. But most of all, it represents courage. The courage to stick up for you and your friends. The courage to not be afraid of stupid bullies. The courage to do something really super daring for you and your friends. You wanna fly, kid? You wanna earn a cutie mark? That's how you do it. So yeah, you can have this. If you promise to trust your friends and not to think they're gonna make fun of you. Cause I can tell you right now that no real friends of yours would do that. Got that, Squirt? Wow! Thanks, Rainbow Dash! You're the coolest ever!
That is pretty cool. I'm impressed. But wait, why didn't you want to tell me this?
Ugh, you wouldn't understand, Twilight. I've got an image. I've got style. I've got awesomeness. Coolness. Radicalness. That kind of sappy thing? Totally un-awesome. You gotta promise to never, ever, ever tell any pony, Twilight. My life will be ruined.
Come on, Rainbow Dash. Well, I'm gonna just comment on this right here. It's clear that all the effort is going into the story. There's lots of effort into most of the other aspects, but unfortunately gameplay, well, it's taken a backseat to the story.
Well, alright, Rainbow Dash. But I think there's one filly who sure thought that was awesome.
That's not a terrible thing, though. It's just that it makes it less of a game, more of a visual novel, which is still kind of a game in a sense.
Yeah.
And the ribbon got updated yet again. We got Rainbow Dash's advice.
Anyways,
Anyways again? Ugh!
Did that all really happen? Did it? Huh?
Yeah! Apple Bloom, how long have you been standing there?
forget that! How much did you hear?
Oh, I heard all of it. Lance said Scootaloo's always talked about you, but I never thought you'd do something like that. I can't wait to tell Sweetie Belle about it.
No. You can't tell any pony. You can't.
Say, we're supposed to do a show and tell thing at school in a couple days. This'll be perfect. Why, we'll have the best show and tell ever.
Right, I'm doomed.
What are you doing here anyways, Apple Bloom?
Anyways again? Well, it works in speech, but am I wrong? Is anyways a word now? Because it's been a while since I've been in school. Maybe anyways got adopted as a real word, but in my time, it wasn't. It was always anyway. And I'm gonna stick by that.
Well, I was looking for you. See, well, that ribbon you got, Scootaloo kinda sorta really wants it back, and well, Sweetie Belle said you had it. So...
Alright. On one condition, though. I think it's about time I talked to Scootaloo about all this. How about you and I deliver this ribbon together?
Well, I would, but I promise Scootaloo I wouldn't let any pony who wasn't a Crusader into the clubhouse. No exceptions.
Oh, so she is in the clubhouse then.
See? Oh, pony feathers. I did it again, didn't I?
Come on, Apple Bloom. I can't clear her name without talking to her about this. She has information I need to know and I need to hear it from her.
Alright. I guess I could make you an honorary Cutie Mark Crusader for today. Then I won't be breaking my promise.
It's a deal.
Only for today, though.
Oh, and we've got Apple Bloom as a partner now, huh? Finally. And then, let me guess, Pinkie Pie is about to interfere with this scene. Yeah, I figured.
Got a partner, Miss Partner Haver.
Pinkie? I don't even know why you surprise me anymore.
Oh, is there a surprise? Where's the surprise? I love surprises.
Ugh. Anyway, weren't you going to talk about partners?
See, anyway, that's the proper way to put it.
Oh, yeah, you've got a partner now, and that's just super duperific.
She's just walking me to the clubhouse.
Of course she is. Once a pony's your partner, they'll walk with you everywhere. They're like your new bestest best friend. Partners also sometimes have active abilities that let you do things either in the field or during conversations. But Apple Bloom's just a little silly, so she can't do that yet. We'll have to talk about that part later. Hey, I'm a big pony. Well, duh. You just haven't found what your super special partner talent is yet. Kinda like a cutie mark.
Thank you, Professor Pinkie Pie.
No problem. Aw, you two look so cute together already. Have fun, Twilight.
Alright, is that it? Because I'm stopping the video here. So, Apple Bloom is not leading me to the clubhouse, she's just following me. It's something that was in the Ace Attorney investigations. You had a partner for pretty much every case, I believe, except for a few moments in some cases. Anyway, I'm gonna save here, continue this later on. New save. Save 2. The reason I'm having multiple saves here is because if there's like evidence that you want me to like show to a specific character for like a specific dialogue, that's why I'm having multiple saves. Because having multiple saves, it'll be easy for me to go back to that segment. Because I'm sure that some ponies, I won't be able to talk to them ever again. Anyway, that's it for this video. Next time I'm going to be talking to Scootaloo, I guess, and maybe I'll do stuff with Apple Bloom. I'm guessing I'm only going to have like 2 partners at most during this case. The partner stuff is probably for like other cases, if they ever come out. Anyway, see you all later.